Hi, my name is Gayle Shanks, and I'm one of the owners here at Changing Hands Bookstore, and I'm going to talk to you about 3 of my favorite books from our Holiday 100. So when I was trying to decide what to talk to you about, I realized that I'm always looking for books that grab me in the first 3 pages as I'm just starting to read it. The other thing that I love, and that happened with all 3 of these books, is that nature plays a very big part in the storyline and actually becomes a character in the book. First up, I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite writers, Lauren Groff, and about her new book, The Vaster Wilds. I just loved this book. And I loved it because it's about a solitary woman who lived in the early 17th century in Jamestown in the colonies and managed to escape from a little town that I thought was not so bad. As it turns out, it actually was. She manages to escape from the pestilence and the misogyny and the horrors going on inside of this little community, and sets out on her own to really discover what's going on in the natural world around her. She finds that she's starving some of the time. She's absolutely astounded at the amount of animal life and nature that she finds around herself. And she manages to find in the most glorious prose that you've ever read how to be a solitary individual who can survive to some degree with wild animals, nature, raging rivers, endless rain, and her ability to withstand and not succumb to these natural forces. Lauren Groff has this ability with her writing to just drag you straight into the character. And she did that with me, with this particular woman and the world that she lived in. Nature, again, plays a big part in At the Edge of the Woods, another favorite of mine this year. In this case, a woman, again, a solitary woman, finds a new home in the Italian Alps. She walks through a small town with her suitcase in hand, climbs a mountain, finds a cabin, and tries to live a life there that is protected, is solitary, but also is governed by the changing seasons, by the stars in the sky at night. She finds that in spite of her need to live this solitary life, the people in the town are afraid of her. They think she might be a witch. They think she might be trying to cast spells on some of them. They won't allow her to live the life that she's trying to live, filled with the secrets from her past, which slowly reveal themselves to us as we read. Catherine Brunwich is an absolutely wonderful writer. This is her first novel, and I just can't wait to read what else she's written. And lastly, there's The Road to Dalton, also a debut novel that I just fell in love with from the first few pages. It's about a small town, a very small town, a town that has just one main street, and a town where everybody knows everybody else's business. And though all of the townspeople seem to like one another and have sympathies for each other, they too have secrets that they are trying to hide from one another. And in a small town, that is just not something that is easy to accomplish. The characters are full, they're interesting, they're intelligent, they're frightened, they're living through issues that we all live through: postpartum depression, wanting to live a life that's not a heterosexual life, living through births and deaths. When you're reading this, you just realize that small town or big town, the issues really are the same. We're all trying to live a life that is meaningful, that brings us joy, and that really helps us understand the bigger world. Thank you so much for sharing the holidays with me and letting me talk to you about 3 books that I'm so excited about from our Holiday 100. You can get these 3 books or any of the 97 other books from our Holiday 100 by walking into the store or joining us online at changinghands.com.